What's up, guys? Legacy back with episode 3 of The Climb, and today on the show I'm gonna have RealGodzly on here. RealGodzly, say what's up.
What's up? How's it going, guys?
So as we do in all the episodes, we get content creators, professionals in the industry, pro players, and we talk about their climb and their journey, and then also get advice from them, from what they do in the industry, from their perspective and their thoughts. So Godzly, tell us about your journey in mobile gaming and how did you get to where you are now?
Honestly, it's been a pretty long one. I think I started playing just mobile games for fun, I think in 2012 probably. So it's been, I'd say like 2014. So it's probably been 6 years now. I've always been pretty much playing first-person shooters from the start, and then I switched to it. I'll explain that later. But I started off playing Modern Combat, if you know what that is. I believe they have Modern Combat 5 now, or Versus. I think one of them's the latest, but I started playing that. And then I was like, and then Critical Ops got released in beta. And then everyone that I knew that was playing Modern Combat was like, you know what, we're going to switch over to this game. Honestly, Critical Ops was just a lot cleaner. And then I played that for like 4 years competitively. Do you want me to go into like the teams or?
No, whatever you want to talk about.
Probably like the biggest team that I played for. I don't know if anyone watching this remembers Gangstars. I joined them for like a week and then left, and then I went to go play for Destined to Rise. I'm pretty sure most people watching this probably know what that is. It's actually Legacy's old org that he ran. I played a little bit of competitive for them for a bit. We won. I believe we actually won an ESL.
That is correct.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Critical Ops was fun. That was just pretty much where I was getting to meet everybody in the scene, make connections, and just have a feel for how it is to play competitively. So I did that for, I believe, I said 2012, so probably I did that till like 2016-ish. And then the scene kind of died and slowed down a bit, so I left that, and I stopped playing mobile games for a bit. And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I want to switch it up. I don't want to keep playing first-person shooters. So I switched to Arena of Valor. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a MOBA, kind of like League of Legends. I'm assuming everyone probably knows what League is. But I played that, and I never played a MOBA before, but it was just so much fun. I got super addicted to it, and I joined a team, like a new team. We weren't very good. We started off, I believe, at like gold rank, and then we climbed all the way up to Diamond and Master. We competed in an ESL. I think we got like third for that. So pretty much every game that I play, I try to compete in because I just think it's so much fun. I just love winning. And I got really addicted to that game. I played it for a while. I think at one point I actually hit like top 100 North America on the leaderboards. So that was pretty fun. And then I stopped playing that for a bit because I realized that COD Mobile was coming out. And the COD scene, or the comp scene, kind of died for it because MOBAs are most popular in Asia right now, and there wasn't much NA support. So I switched over. As soon as COD Mobile was released, I kind of skimmed through a lot, but I think everyone wants to know about COD Mobile.
Yeah.
As soon as it was released, I knew a bunch of people in the mobile scene in general because I'd been in it for so long. I've been in it for like 5 or 6 years. So I reached out to them. I said, hey, is anybody looking for a team? I want to play competitive for this match. So I got a bunch of friends together, and I originally actually joined Destined to Rise yet again for COD Mobile, just for a little bit. I think that was during the beta. And then Omen reached out to me. If you guys don't know who Omen is, it's a big organization. And I actually knew the manager in there, so he got me a spot there. We competed for a while. There's been some small tournaments so far, and we played in some of those. At one point, we were the top team in North America, but the comp scene has kind of died at this point, and now I switched to a team called Matrix. I do content, and I play for them. And honestly, I think everyone in the scene right now is just waiting for COD Mobile to actually support a large tournament for everyone to come back. So right now, I'm just chilling, making YouTube videos, and playing for fun.
Wow, so
you've
had
my competitive ride.
quite a journey. Sounds like you've been top tier in pretty much any game you've touched. So there's a lot that goes with that. Can you explain basically how the difference between like your content and what you want to achieve with content versus being a pro player, and maybe elaborate what it takes to be good at either of those?
Well, really, the reason that I started content was because it's a lot easier to join teams if you have content out there. Of course, they want that because that's just an added bonus. And also, you can make some extra money on the side. And it is really fun to make content too. I really like it. And the thing that honestly takes you need to have the drive to do it. Like at the start, especially this applies to both comp and making content videos. You have to have the drive to do it because when I started out YouTube, I uploaded almost every other day for around 2 months with only like 300 subscribers. So I grinded for that long, and a normal person I think would have just quit and been like, you know what, it's not going to happen for me. But I just kept going, and then eventually my channel sped up. And the same with competitive. I was playing for years. I still have not made it to a LAN because they didn't really have any for Critical Ops or Arena Valor. But I also started, I'd never played a MOBA before, and I think I was stuck in silver rank or gold rank for like 2.5 months when I was playing that because there's a huge learning curve. And a normal person I think would have just given up, but I kept going, kept playing, and then eventually somehow made it to the top there. So you just honestly, you have to, I guess, want it more than everyone else and just grind. Grind is definitely the number one tip I recommend for anyone doing anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that's great advice. Now, you've also had probably a lot of people, great people around you throughout this
Yes.
journey. Do you feel like it's very important to surround yourself with specific types of people, or are you willing to like, hey, I'll just grind this with anyone?
Honestly, it's insanely important. What's that saying that they say, like, your friends predict your future or something like that?
Show me your friends, I'll show you your
Yes.
future.
Yeah, that a little off, but yeah, that's exact. I go by that. I mean, not all the time, of course, but like, I just feel like since the way I was able to actually honestly grow is because I joined the comp scene just as a comp player, and then I actually met a bunch of people through there, made really good connections, and honestly, they're some of the greatest friends I probably had on Discord. Is I just met when I was doing content. I'm like friends with Bobby Plays, uh, Hawk's Nest, Noah, Little B, all those guys. So like, yeah, your friends definitely help influence the path that you're gonna go down. So yeah.
Okay, let's get into the bulk of what I'm sure people want to hear about. Let's talk about the COD mobile comp scene. You mentioned
Oh,
earlier
yeah.
there was a few tournaments that came out, and now the scene is kind of dry. You guys are waiting for something. What is going on in the competitive scene right now?
So there was a bunch of hype, like of course, as soon as the game came out. There's so many orgs looking into it, and everyone was really excited for the competitive scene because everyone just looked at, you know what, PUBG's doing this well, so COD Mobile is probably going to do even better because a massive game. There's been tons of CODs, but unfortunately, so a lot of interest was generated at the start. There was tons of small tournaments. Everyone was super excited. It kept going on like that for a while, and then the small tournaments started to die out because the hype died out, and COD Mobile just didn't even talk to the community for months on end. Even the Twitter page wouldn't even respond to anything anyone said. They've gotten a lot better now, so I'm not going to discredit them for that. They have gotten a lot better. They do respond a little bit, but there still has been no word on any competitive or large tournament that they're going to be hosting. So I think a lot of the teams and players are kind of getting discouraged right now because there's just nothing in the future. It seems like if there is and people know about it, no one's really talking. So yeah, it's kind of I hope and I think that there's going to be a tournament in half a year or less. That's my prediction. I'd say around 6 months.
Generally, that's
still a
just how
while.
it usually goes for most game releases.
Yeah.
Like, they gotta remember, hey, the game's gotta launch, it's gotta develop, and then they gotta put their systems in place to hold a tournament. And now with everything going on, obviously it'll be an online event. But I mean, I think the scene still has potential, and I think you just gotta be patient. And doing the things like you're doing, like creating content, I feel like is super
Yeah.
important. Keeps your drive going, and it allows you to do things with the community as well, which I feel like is almost more important, if not just as important as being a pro player. So,
Yeah, I completely agree.
as a content creator, what kind of like, because you said your channel was smaller and now it's bigger, what kind of things have you done to help grow your channel?
Well, I think I just got in at a really good time because I did start during the beta. And like I said, I realized, you know what, this game's probably going to blow up. So if I start grinding right now, when the game comes out, I don't want to give away everything that I did, but I also made a lot of tutorial videos since I was playing in the competitive scene throughout the whole entire beta. So I had all these like things that I learned about the game. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna make tips and tricks videos, and as soon as the game comes out, everyone's gonna be looking for those kind of videos. So that really helped boost me because that got me a ton of views, and because people were searching for my content, I didn't need to like beat everyone else on the YouTube rankings. So people searched just for my video and they found it and everything. So I think that really helped.
Right on.
Also, I played against, well, the thing that really boosted my channel, I think, is one night it was really late and I was playing some rank by myself and I ran into Ferg and he recorded it and made a video on me and he put my face in the thumbnail and I think it got like 200,000 views. So that really helped because he did actually link my channel, which was cool.
Oh wow.
Shout out to Ferg. Yeah. And, uh, and also just knowing a bunch of people. I've done a lot of videos with other content creators,
Hmm.
and I think I've done my thumbnails really well. I taught myself to do thumbnails, editing, and I've slowly upgraded my equipment. Shout out to Matrix because they've helped me with that a lot.
Right on.
Yeah, so I think just a combination of a lot of stuff went well, and it helped my channel.
That's great. See, but that's the grind. Like if you didn't
Hmm.
want to take that first step, you wouldn't be where you are
Yeah,
now, you know? And I think that's really important for anyone wanting to get into it is literally take that leap of faith. It's not going to happen overnight. It really doesn't. And like you touched on something about influencers like Ferg and being in there. I think one of the things that you've done, because I've known you for a long time,
yeah.
is you successfully created a good image for yourself. And I feel like social media is such an important thing. And when you're looking at what people post and stuff, you stayed away from the drama. So keeping a professional image is very important. What has, like, you've been in multiple big orgs. Um, Anything that you've learned about being professional and polished that you would like to give to like these younger people that are coming up in the scene now?
Yeah, I see so many players and even content creators who just, you got to watch what you say because you never know when someone's either going to be recording or you found the wrong person. And I know you might be joking around with your friends and stuff, but just try not to say anything that you wouldn't actually say to the person. You know what I mean? Just try to act normal. It's even on my Twitter, like I see so much drama and beef that's just, it's just nonsense. It doesn't help you in any way. Even if you're really mad at the person, don't come at them because like you never know who's watching. So just be normal. Try to keep. I don't really know what to say. I guess I haven't really tried too hard. Just I don't know. Be a good person. Be a normal person.
Right
That's
on.
it.
Right on. And then also, you've been in some of the best teams in most of the games you've played in. Does that change your mentality going into like the next game or continuing the grind COD Mobile? Because obviously, League of Legends Wild
Yeah.
Rift's coming out. There's other games. Apex is coming out. Um, does that your past affect your future, or do you always try to
Oh,
redefine yourself?
definitely. So once you do it once and successfully make it in, I guess, to a scene or whatever, then it's pretty much the same, or at least in mobile. You just join a Discord, have friends, whatever, and you make connections. So once you break into it, then you know how to do it again. So like, and it also gives you confidence. Like now I have confidence that if I step into another game, I think I can successfully be really good at it. And it gives you, you just have to have confidence. Like we mentioned earlier with YouTube, if you don't take the first step, then you're never going to get anywhere. Confidence, I think, is one of the biggest factors that actually has helped me so far in my career.
Right on. This is a cool thing we can do. I don't know if you don't have to dispel all your details, but since you are a pro player and a content creator, can you break down like your setup? You said Matrix had helped you out for the people
Yeah.
that maybe want to become a pro player. What do you use device wise, and what do you use for content?
So my device, I think I'm gonna upgrade it soon. I don't know if I want to recommend this to people because I do get some ghost touch, but definitely if you haven't already, invest in some kind of tablet. Especially if you're looking to get into competitive, it's just such a big advantage over phone. But first, make sure that your game is gonna have tournaments that are allowed to be played on iPad or just whatever tablet, because I know PUBG Mobile is just only for phones. So yeah, definitely invest in that. What else did you say? Well, definitely headphones too, of course. What was your second question there?
And then what do you use for your content?
Oh, my content. I have a computer that actually Matrix hooked me up with. It's custom. What I used to use is a cheap laptop, which you can definitely start out with. Elgato, 100% recommend one of those. If you don't have an Elgato, if your internet is good enough, you can actually stream to your computer from your device, which I actually did during like the first 2 months. And just I guess you don't really need cameras, but I have a couple webcams. Maybe just one for your, if you're a content creator, people love to watch hand cams. So I would definitely invest in just at least one cheap webcam and use it and put it down on the side as a hand cam. Trust me, that'll put you leagues above anyone else who's just recording a video and doing commentary. So yeah,
Absolutely.
that's pretty much all you need. Elgato, computer, maybe a camera.
Right on.
Of course, a mic.
Any final advice that you want to give to your fans and the people watching?
Probably just guys have confidence, believe that you can do it, take that first step. Just you never know. You never know. Anything could happen. Like I said, I think I got lucky with my channel. Just go for it and keep going and don't stop. No matter how many people tell you, like, you know what, you're not gonna make it. You know how many times I actually heard that starting my channel, and I just ignored it or use that as fuel and just keep going, power through, and just do the best that you possibly can do. So yeah.
Great advice coming from someone who's been in the community for a long time. You can use this time to give your shout outs to anyone, shout out your channel, and you can do that now.
Yeah, I don't really need to shout out my channel that much, guys. If just search Godzly, whatever. But really big shout out to obviously Legacy right here because he's helped me so much. I've known him for years already. He's a great guy. So check out all of his stuff too. And shout out to Matrix. Make sure you check them out. They've supported me and got me a ton of stuff, and they're actually really cool. One of my favorite organizations so far. I still think Decentralize is one of my favorites, mainly because of you. But I think shout out to Judgment. He helped get me into the first one of my biggest orgs, Omen. And shout out to all my teammates too. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Right on, guys. Well, this has been episode 3 of The Climb. Make sure you guys follow RealGodzly on Twitter at RealGodzly. Please subscribe to his channel. The link will be into the description. And I appreciate you being on the show. I'm Legacy for Godzly and Critical Points saying peace.